I'm Danielle Smith, and I'm delighted to be chatting with Rita Wieber, who is mom to Olympic U.S. gymnast hopeful Jordyn Wieber. Thank you so much for chatting with me.
Thanks for having me.
I am so excited to be having this conversation. Jordyn started as a gymnast at 4 years old. At what point did you say to yourself, my girl really has something?
You know, I think when she was 10, her coach came up to me and said, I want her to test to be elite. Now, in the world of gymnastics, you've got JO, or Junior Olympic levels, that go up to level 10, and then there's a big jump to be an elite gymnast, which is the level you need to be to do Olympics and compete for the USA. I was kind of nervous because 10's pretty young for that. So she tested to be elite, made the elite status right away, and then she went to the U.S. Championships, and she had just turned 11 and made the U.S. national team, and I think it was that point where I thought, oh my God, she's going to be at the level of the girls that will go to the Olympics, you know, and I thought maybe that's a realistic goal.
At 16 is still so young. What is it in her that drives her? What makes her so special? What makes her an Olympic athlete?
You know, I think it's something she was born with. She has got an intensity that I don't think is usual. She was 3 years old. We were at the doctor's office for her well child visit. We're out in the waiting room, and there was some toy she was playing with, and she wanted to play with the toy, but it was stuck to the wall. So they called us back to the room, and she couldn't take the toy, obviously, and she just started having a fit. And that's normal, but we got back to the room, could not distract her. We were waiting like 45 minutes for the doctor. Nothing would take her mind off that toy. So the doctor came in, and she's like, yeah, what's going on? And I told her, and by the end of the visit, she said, you know, she's gifted in some way. This intensity out of a 3-year-old is not typical. But then when she started gymnastics, her coaches started commenting on the same thing, the focus that she had at such a young age. And I think that's what she's got, that's just inborn.
As a mom watching her compete at such a high level, can you watch? Are you laser focused when she's competing? Do you hold your breath?
Oh my God, I am a wreck. Seriously, I always tell people, you might see me sucking my thumb and rocking back and forth in a corner. I can't guarantee anything. I hold charms, I pray, I do the rosary, I pace, or I sit and wiggle, and I always watch. But it literally, sometimes when I see her first like get on the beam, I just relax because I'm like, okay, she looks calm. But the days before a meet, I am a wreck. I'm just nervous.
It's amazing to me. We focus so much on the conclusion, on the, you know, hoping that she makes all of these.
Right.
But she has such a beautiful beginning of her story.
Right.
How do you look at the beginning of Jordyn's story?
We always tell her this, no matter what happens, the beginning of her story and her journey up to this point, she's set for a wonderful life. Whether she makes the Olympic team or not, whether things go the way she wants or not, if it all were to end today, there's been nothing but good out of the whole thing. I mean, the experiences she's had, the lessons she's learned, the work ethic, the person that she's become because of the people she's met, you know, blah, blah, blah. It's all, I always tell her, no matter what happens, you are going to have a great life.
She clearly has a beautiful base in you. Thank you so much for sitting and chatting with me.
Thank you.
I really appreciate it. And I will be rocking back and forth watching with you.
I'm sure you will.
Thank you for chatting.
Thanks for having me.